Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Simulator 2 video. This is actually the second time of recording this video, because for some reason the first time I did it the mic just wasn't included in the video, so I don't know why that was. But yeah, we're back on the Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. As much of you do know, is my favourite German route, and when I say it's my favourite, I do mean it is my favourite. It's not just one of my favourites. It definitely is my favourite. Let's get this out. We're obviously in the 422. And we are doing an S-Bahn service. Not all the way. We're starting here, Essen Florhausen. If we have a quick look at the map, let's get that shot quick. I'm sure them ready to go. But yeah, if we look at the map, we're here, and we're going to be taking the S-Bahn lines today. So we don't usually go along this section of the route. As usually, we sort of wait. Forward, outdoors. Yeah, usually we'll see zap along this top bit here on the Regional Express, which only takes 5 odd minutes. But let's get going. Next station is Essen West. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well. And obviously, if you are enjoying the video already, do leave a like, it all does help out. But yeah, I thought we'd come on Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr again and do an S-Bahn service. It has been, well, we haven't done it really before. And I thought we'd start just outside of Essen, so we sort of get a sort of a busy area where we're sort of next to the main line. And obviously once we get past Essen, we then veer off onto the sort of quieter S-Bahn tracks. And it should take 26 minutes, or at least that's what the last one took. Right, probably going a bit fast. Let's get the brakes on a tad. Oh, I can hear another service. I can hear something. There it is, at Rail Leon, that's a 185 there. See, this route is really busy. Like, that's another reason why I really like it, because it's so busy. It's not like Munich to Augsburg, say for example, where on console you don't have all the layers. Obviously on this one you've got all the layers, and the frame rate on this, I mean, this is PS5, but I mean, the frame rate's fine. And also another thing I prefer, another service, look, a 143, unfortunate as that would be going quite slow, as that can't get up to 160. Yeah, but the thing is, I prefer this Hauptstrecke to Munich to Augsburg is because this one is, it's sort of a wiggly, it's got all the bits coming off. Obviously, on Munich to Augsburg, it literally is a straight line where you get the S-Bahn obviously running up against the main line. But in this, it sort of veers off, it does its own sort of thing, which I quite like. There's much more variety on this route as well, which I like about it. Right. Let's get that shut. To Dortmund we're going. But we're not going all the way to Dortmund, we're going to Bochum. That's where the S1 service goes. Let's go, and it'll be Essen Hauptbahnhof next, which is a lovely sort of main station on the route. Sort of in the midpoint, Essen Hauptbahnhof. So you've got Bochum over there, and you've got Duisburg over there. Right, let's get going. And I wonder if we will see any IC services, obviously as part of the new DLC, the DBBR 101. That'd be cool to see some of them. So I believe it is 120 along here, which does seem to sort of be the standard limit for S-Bahn sort of services. Another freight service of a 143 on the front there, I believe. Quite a short freight service, that one. Here's Essen Depot. I always love sort of coming around this way. That's all sort of overgrown, this bit of the track, as we sort of go past the depot into Essen. Acknowledge that. And we're sort of coasting on the speed at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. If you don't have it, and you have the chance to get it, do get it. And obviously, if you've got all the other German routes to add and all the other bits to it, it's an amazing route. And obviously, hats off to Dovetail Games for doing it. I mean, I remember when I first sort of saw this route, I was like, well, this is when I didn't really do YouTube in a way, so I sort of saw the route and I was like, oh, it's another German route, that looks sort of cool. And obviously once I got it, I sort of literally just fell in love with the route. I just love doing services on here. And obviously, if it's your first time getting a TSW route, and you get Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr, you'll be getting the DBBR 422 and the 425 in a single DLC, which is great. Obviously, 2 electric multiple units on a brilliant route. So we might see the 425 at some point. Right, Essen Hauptbahnhof, a nice little station, which almost, in a way, is a bit like Munich-Pasing in terms of the frequency of services, or at least the frequency without the layers. We'll go right up to the signal here. I feel like that would be sort of the correct place to stop. Here we are. Right, this is Essen Hauptbahnhof. Quite a busy station at times. Obviously, it's fairly early morning. What is it? 5:26 in the morning. So there's not going to be too many sort of passenger trains going about. I mean, they're probably all sort of in the depot. Is there any trains in the depot at the moment? No, there isn't. Also, one thing I'd really like to see on this route, which obviously will come at some point, is the PIS. Yeah, looking forward to that coming to these preserved routes. That's very bright. Is that the sun? That can't be the sun on there, can it? Oh no, it must be. That is really bright. Look at that. Oh, we've got 4.2 kilometres now to the next stop, so we've got a fair way. Might as well watch this going out. And obviously, yeah, this 422 is slightly different, I believe, to the one on Rhein Ruhr Osten. Obviously, if you get Rhein Ruhr Osten, you then get services for the Schnellfahrstrecke. But if you get this route and then with the 422, you do not get extra services on the Schnellfahrstrecke. But I believe there's a slight difference of this one to the one on Rhein Ruhr Osten. I think it's really just a side bit where it says S-Bahn Rhein Ruhr. I'm pretty sure it says S-Bahn Wuppertal, I think. Up to, I believe it was 110, wasn't it? Yeah, 110 at the moment. Got the buses down there. A nice early morning service. And I think this route really does look amazing when you... Just early morning time on this route. I love doing services on it. It just, I don't know, there's something about this route which just makes it look amazing. Especially when you do it early morning. I think it's basically 'cause it's just basically east-west, so you get the sun sort of... I don't know. Something about this route makes it incredible. Doing it early morning. Up to 120, which, yeah, as I was saying, does seem to be sort of the standard speed for S-Bahn services. It's not too far to the next stop. This is basically where the lines start sort of going off. Obviously, you've got the regional express lines there going off to the left, so they sort of raise up and sort of go off. And then obviously we're coming on to the more sort of S-Bahn-y tracks. Round it's not far to the station. Start bringing the speed down a tad. So yeah, we've got eight cars today, or 8 coaches. Lovely. Yes, we know Sifa. Don't know how many times you want to go off, but we know. So imagine now having some sort of Sifa tracker just to see how many times it's gone off. Obviously, someone actually did mention in a stream yesterday, I believe it was Amela, that on the rapid transit there's actually achievement for getting 500 or pressing the Sifa 500 times. So imagine if there was some sort of tracker just so you could see how many times it's gone off. So it goes off so just much. Anyway, here we are coming into Essen, still OST, which I believe OST means east. Obviously, I believe it's Nord means north, Süd means south, west is west, and obviously OST or Ost or Ost is east. Little bit of German for you there. Don't really know much German. I think the only thing I really know in German, which I've known since I was really young, is Guten Tag, which I believe is good day, and oh, what's the other one? Danke, which is like thanks. I think they're the only 2 things I know, and obviously, you know, stuff I've learned from TS. Here we are. Oh, we've got another service coming in. I think they're out every 20 minutes, the S-Bahn services on here. Lovely. And then in the middle platform, so you get the other services which come up from here. Let's get the doors shut. And let's get going. Essen Steel. Oh no, this is Essen Steel, and the next one's Essen Steel OST. Okay, my apologies. So the next one is Essen Steel East. Right, we'll acknowledge that. Obviously only up to 90 on this bit. Let's bring that down a tad. There you go. Right, coming up on Essen Steel OST or Essen Steel Ost. And this time actually is Essen Steel Ost, not Essen Steel. Here we are. And I think we'll be stopping at the signal again, I would imagine. Quite a short platform here, so I don't need to put the brakes on fairly sharp. Here we are. Oh. So I can hear some sort of substation, but the thing is, where is the substation? I've heard this noise before, but I can never locate where it's... Or is it? Is it the top on here? I don't know. It's got to be down there somewhere. Oh, there's the substation there. Oh, okay. I never saw that before. Look, it's sort of actually behind the houses. There it is there. Got some sort of football pitch over there as well. Oh, imagine hearing that buzzing the whole time. Right, it will be Essen-Eiberg next. Let's go. So what was it? 90, wasn't it, through here? And we're off. So just look at the way the sun is on, just, I don't know, something about this route, as I've mentioned many times. It just looks brilliant. Especially at this time as well. And it wasn't far, was it, to the next stop? I believe it's just round here. Got some sort of allotments there on the right. See, this part of the route gives me sort of the Rhein Ruhr Osten vibe, because this is, yeah, this is fairly similar to Rhein Ruhr Osten, this route, and even the way it looks. I mean, I think they're actually fairly close to each other in real life, realistically. But obviously, on Rhein Ruhr Osten, you get the S-Bahn lines, and you also get the regional express lines, which I quite like about sort of. That's what I like having in the route. I like having sort of multiple ways from getting from A to B. Obviously on this route, if you're going from Duisburg to Bochum, you can either go on the regional express lines, or you can go on the S-Bahn lines, which take around 10 minutes more. And same for sort of Rhein Ruhr Osten, you've got the S-Bahn lines going up in the countryside to all the villages, and then you've also got the regional express line, which sort of is a straight line, 160 kilometers an hour the whole way. And obviously when there's two ways, it makes it busier as well. Right, so after this I believe it's Vattenscheid Hontrop. Yeah, which is around 4 kilometers. And then it's Bochum Ehrenfeld, then it's Bochum, so it's not actually that far now. Let's get the doors shut. And well, let's get going, yeah. Vattenscheid Hontrop. Right, and we're off. Someone there knocked on the door, so I had to run downstairs then, if you notice. There's a sort of little blip there. Anyway, we're off. Back underway. Right, so I think we're going to get our sort of first bit of sort of let's get the window open actually, get all the fresh air in there. I think we're coming up to our sort of first countryside section now of the route. As we've sort of been running between sort of the towns and, well, basically through the city and village and whatnot. But now we're sort of coming out into the countryside now, just for a little bit. Off we go. Going up to 120 as well and get a bit of speed on us. Lovely. Oh god, we better bring that down a tad. Awesome. Yeah, lovely route this one. Yeah, so you can see the fields, so we're sort of going between the towns now, so I'm guessing this is Vattenscheid coming up now. Yeah, just sort of travelling a bit of countryside, which is always nice. And I believe the next station is just coming up now. Let's start slowing down. Luckily the brakes are really good on this. That's a good thing about German trains. Even, I mean, you can basically sit, if you don't know where the station is, and you're going to say at 120, you see it all of a sudden, you can literally slam the brakes on and you will stop in time. The brakes on these are very good. Here we are, Vattenscheid Hontrop. That's the end. And here we are. Right, Vattenscheid Hontrop. So I'm guessing we're sort of coming into the city again now, so it's quite a built up place. Well, fairly. Lovely. That shot. Right, it'll be Bochum Ehrenfeld next. Let's get going. Can we go? Go. Go. There. We're off. Right, so letting the speed up. Back up to 120, and it's quite a distance now to the next stop, another 4 kilometres, and we will be joining back up with the main running line. There you go. So yeah, we should be able to see the regional express line. I think you can see it now, just curving on. So that's come down from Vattenscheid station. Can we see it? Where is it? There it is there. Let you see the regional express line. That's now coming back on. And yeah, one thing I did actually look up on the first take of this video was, what does Ehrenfeld mean? And Ehrenfeld just seems to be a place name, basically. I'm guessing it's just the area sort of just outside of the main sort of city. It's just called Ehrenfeld. I mean, there's no translation to English. So yeah, it literally simply is, it's just a place name. Obviously you've got Köln Ehrenfeld, Bochum Ehrenfeld. But yeah. . And also, see, this S-Bahn service is going to Dortmund. So I actually looked up how far it is to Dortmund from here. And Dortmund actually, surprisingly, is only, what, 10-20 kilometres from here. It's not actually that far. Because I remember when the route first came out, people were just like, why doesn't it go to Dortmund? But I suppose it doesn't go to Dortmund. One, because that's another 10-20 kilometres. And probably because Dortmund's some sort of major station. It's just a whole nother sort of city to build. So I think what they've done to Bochum, Duisburg, I mean, I'm happy with it. Yeah, Dortmund isn't that far off from here. Here we are. Down Tabmoy, got another freight service there. And the next station after this is Bochum. Right to the end of the platform. Here we are. So the thing is, when you're on the exterior camera, on the bay view, you can actually go through the doors, which I quite like, so you can sort of be a passenger inside. But on this one, unfortunately, you can't sort of go through the doors. So obviously, when you're moving. Yeah, next station, last stop. Get that shut. Yeah, if you are watching this far into the video, put Bochum into the comment section. Obviously, big thanks if you are watching this far. And we're off. We've got a single yellow, so I sort of want to get above 45 before we go past that. Just then we can stay above 45 instead of being restricted to it. There you go. So we can't go above 85, otherwise bad things will happen. I can hear another service. What else I can hear something else coming in. I'm guessing that's probably a DOS though, isn't it? Yeah, DOS though. Racing us in. We're gonna stop first. Oh, it's coming, I can see the buffer. Come on, train. We've got to start slowing down. Oh, we've got an IC one over there. Is that just leaving as well? Is that just coming in? I think that's actually just coming in. Which, yeah, that was the most recent DLC, which adds another 30 services. Yeah. And obviously, yeah, the DBBL 1 on, we do actually have new merch with it on, which I'll show you at the end of the video. It looks brilliant. Right, and here we are. And that does conclude today's video. So yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it, obviously exploring the S-Bahn lines on the Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. Obviously you will find a link in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel. And also on screen now you will see all of our merch. Obviously the DVBL 101 top is there, it's looking brilliant. Obviously the F7 top is going to be going soon, probably actually next couple of days. I haven't really discussed it with the merch manager, obviously Amanda. But that is going to be it. Thanks all for coming in. Have a lovely rest of your day. Do leave a like, do subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all and take care. Bye guys.